Hey everybody, how are you? Hope you're having a good evening. So, I am trying to get through some content tonight, some reacts to do because I got a busy day tomorrow. And Sunburst Tarot put up a reading called Foodie Beauty Has Legal Issues in Kuwait Tarot reading. This was like a day ago. And I want to sit down and do a react to it. There's a lot of stuff to go through with this reading. Always a joy to do tarot reacts for you guys, as well as the regular reacts that I do. So, we all know that Foodie's in big trouble. Big question is, where is she? Is she in Kuwait? Is she in Canada? We don't exactly know yet. She hasn't gone live. We'll find out if she goes live, but she's been really quiet. Wherever she is, it's pretty obvious that wherever she's at, she just can't go live yet, or else she would have by now. So, whether it's in Kuwait or in Canada or somewhere else, we don't know. But in the meantime, we're here to watch the tarot readings and get some insight. So, that's what we're going to do. So, for those of you that have never heard of Sunburst Tarot, y'all look down below, right there, the description. You'll see the link for the original video, which goes back to Sunburst Tarot's entire channel. You can check out all of her wonderful content and sub up to her, give her a comment, give her a like, and tell her how much you appreciate her doing readings on Foodie Beauty. So let me just go ahead and switch over so you guys can see. Okay, and like I said, there's a lot to go through here, a lot. But you guys just get a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and settle in, and we'll go over this together. You just go ahead and blow this up. There we go. And I hope you guys enjoy the tarot react. So let's go.
So she needs some discernment kind of going on in her life. Seeing this as like she's got some papers that this bird is looking at, whether this is things that are just going on, but it's like, please have some discernment going on in your life. What is going on? Analyzing the people, places, and or things around you. I don't know if there's pieces of paper or someone has come to her door with pieces of paper, but
Uh-oh.
I am seeing like it's like we have papers to serve you, and here they are. You better read them and figure out what they are, because what's right, what's wrong, get proper translations is kind of what I'm getting here with this. Also, whatever contracts you've been signing, with this bird being completely orange, whether this is a contract you've been signing when it comes to marriage, you're a hanky panky, getting it in between the sheets. This is giving me like that orange, which is all that sacral, sexual energy, and that chakra point. What do you got? Also with the butterfly in here as well. This is about change, transformation. Things are new coming in. Also old contracts, old people, old places, and things. Monarch butterflies I've always gotten as like, hey, this is like transformation, things from the past, remembrance. What is coming up from your past when it comes to things maybe getting hanky panky between the sheets, or alleged hanky panky between the sheets that
Or maybe the marriage contract. Maybe that's it. Because that's been coming up a lot. Neo Tarot has been hinting about some kind of contract or notice or paper, and you're picking up that too. So, can it be over the marriage contract that may not be a marriage contract at all? It could be something else.
you need to start looking at a lot more closely and get proper translations. Whether you are now putting this into like an actual translation app or the such, I would take a look at that and take a look at it much closer than what you have going on. Also, stop being so closed off to other people, places, and or things. Again, there is something going on here with the color orange. Someone who might be looking at oranges, so maybe someone likes orange. There's a contract you are refusing to see that might have screwed you over. You are closed off, whether it's closed off to spiritual messages, closed off to what people are telling you. It's like you aren't looking at the gift that is being offered to you. Also, we are not talking about certain things with the bird being blue now. It's giving me like I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to acknowledge it. Like you're closing yourself off to a bunch of different potentials, people going on and things going on and the such. There is a
You know, I was thinking this before I started this react, and I'm just going to say it before I forget. And I know that Foodie watches the tarot readers, and she might even watch my tarot react. So I have a message for Chantal, for Foodie. Foodie, you have no idea how vulnerable you really are, how vulnerable you've been. You are a very vulnerable person. I know that you're running around thinking that you're all kinds of strong, but you're really not. You are extremely vulnerable. You're vulnerable because you've let your addictions run amok and run your life and tell you what to do. And you've made yourself vulnerable by giving up your independence and being very codependent on people and being so thirsty for attention and being so closed off from your own intuition and from your own higher self. You're so closed off from those things that you're constantly seeking the advice of other people. But those other people may not have your best interest at heart. They have their own interests at heart. So, because you're not listening to your intuition and your higher self, which could help you, which have your best interest at heart, you go to others who may not have your best interest at heart, and you are vulnerable to suggestion, to persuasion, to your own addictions, to a lot of things. Like your fatal flaw is being arrogant and thinking that you're smarter than everybody else, that you're more intuitive than everybody else, that you know everything, you have all the right answers. But if you had all the right answers, why are you seeking out advice from other people and help from other people in the way that you do? Like you're so helpless that right now you're in all kinds of bad sorts and you're going to people for advice, but do they have your best interest at heart? No, I don't think so.
the gift being given to you, a way out of something.
And here's the crazy thing. Sorry, Sunburst. Here's the crazy thing. The people that you despise the most are probably giving you the best advice and the best insight. And the people that you like the most may not be giving you the best advice. They might be giving you some really wrong advice. All depends on what they're motivated by. So when I look at this card with the bird and the oranges, the fruit, the knowledge and the wisdom that people that you don't like giving you, we're offering you the fruit, Foodie. We've been offering it to you. And it may come a little bit on the bitter side. It may come off as harsh, but the fruit has always been there for the taking. You just ignored it. Look, there's the bird looking away from the fruit. I don't want it. There's the bird looking away from the fruit. I don't want it. It's not, I just don't want that fruit because of where it's coming from. Well, you should have taken it. You should have eaten it.
And you are refusing to even think about it because it's like, I know better. Because we also have here, you are trapped like a rat in the cage. This is the only black bird in this deck, and this is kind of like change, transformation, and the such is coming in. You are trapped. She is going to be stuck in Kuwait. If she is going to be in Kuwait or she leaves Kuwait, it is because the Kuwaiti authorities have now told her you can leave, or they are kicking her out. She is not going of her own volition, in my opinion, here, because you're trapped in a world of your own demise, trapped in a world of your own making. If this is what you wanted, so now you wanted to stay in Kuwait, well, we'll help you stay in Kuwait. That's what you really wanted. If that's what you were manifesting, you might not. It's coming. This is your manifestations. They're coming in just as you wanted them. You just don't like how they've come in the package. We've been telling Chantal for months, get the heck.
We sure have. We've been telling her for months, get out, get out, get out, Foodie. It is time to go. It's time to go now. You've worn out your welcome. You're unhappy there. Why stay? Everybody's been telling her to leave. Because everybody's been telling her to leave, that just made her more defiant to stay. Even though it made no sense to stay, she was unhappy. She was unhappy with Salah. She was losing money. It made no sense to stay. Just because everybody was telling her to go, she decided, I'm just going to show them I'm going to stay. Well, how's that working out for you, Foodie?
Heck out of Kuwait. What else do we got here? 3 more cards. We also have frustration, angered, pissed. Okay, so you're angry right now. Foodie's anger. She's got like a bunch of stuff going on, where it's like, and people are looking at you like, "What you doing, bro? Why you so mad? We've been telling you forever and ever and ever. Like, why you so mad, bro?"
Mhm.
This is that bird's down looking. It's like you're con. You're trying to like prop yourself up, make yourself bigger and better than best than you ever could be. But it's like, why you so mad, bro? We told you that this was gonna happen. Why is this? Because you just need to go for it. Because if you went for something, go for it. Flying the coop. When I see this card with frustration and going for it, there's something here in her energy of like, why are you so mad? Like, you could have done this, that, or the other thing. And also over here with leadership. Interesting. There's someone in her ear right now. I'm not sure who it is. I wouldn't trust this person. I would not trust this person, whoever it is. There is, and like the imagery that's coming to my mind, there's this Queen of Cups card that I always get. It's been around Foodie's energy like freaking crazy. Let me find it here really quick. But there's this Queen of Cups energy in a different deck that I just keep seeing in my mind's eye, and I've always referred to this card as it's the three-headed goddess that you can find in Norse mythology, you can find in Greek mythology, you can find uh, in pagan mythologies, and that is the three. It's the three person. So it's some would look at it as Hecate, some would look at it as Brigid, Morana, and the such, and that's who this person is around Foodie right now. Whoever this person, if Foodie ever watches this video, don't listen to this person. It is a snake oil salesman. It is someone who's a snake in the grass, and they do not have your best interests at heart, in my opinion, right here. Because they're like, you should just go out and talk to your community. Go and talk. Be this leader. Be this big, proud. Showcase your. This is like my emperor card in this deck, a little homemade one that I made, but it's legitimately like, girl, get your shit to get like this person is telling you go online, speak your truth, be the angry pissed person, let your audience know, let them know who's boss. This person is not a good person. This is the person that Foodie should be listening to the least right now, as this person will be getting Foodie in more trouble, or be essentially contributing to the karma that is coming down on her. Again, someone is saying, go for it, showcase all this energy. From a community standpoint, that's amazing. However, this person does not have your best interest at heart. It is only their invested interest at heart in the current moment. So, Foodie, I wouldn't listen.
Yeah, who is that person, Foodie? Do you even know? Do you have an idea? You would if you listen to your intuition, if you are connected to your higher self. You probably might get that answer in 5 minutes. Are you listening to someone right now? Are you getting advice from someone? Do you really know them? Do you really know what their motivations are? Can you trust them? These are questions you should be asking yourself.
What else we got here? Oh, unexpect the expected here as well with 21. So everyone's like, expect the unexpected. No, unexpect the expected. Whatever decision, whatever manifestations, however you thought you were getting from point A to point B, unexpect that. Whatever, you're going to get to your destination, but it is not going to be in the desired path that you want. I see this card pop up a lot for people who are like, I am such a structured, planned person where it's like, I get to do A, then to B, then to C, then to D, then to F, and then like or E to F, and then I'm good. And then I got there. This is how I wanted it. This is how I'm going to get it. Here's what I'm going to say. Screw all those things that you've maybe written down, trying to manifest and the such. And you know what? You get to throw those out the window. That giant manifestation you wanted at the end, oh, it's coming in, honey. You just got to unexpect everything that you thought you were going to do to get there. Because also it's like beep beep, what the F are you doing? There's a message here from spirit of, girl, what you've been doing, you take all those things that you've been expecting and get out, because currently you are longing for a life that you cannot get. You want a relationship, you are self-pitying yourself, you are pining from other people. There's a manifestation here it feels like Foodie really really wants or is looking to get, and she's not going to get it. It's like, why do you want this manifestation? Expect that you're going to get that manifestation. However, you are not going to get it in the way or the desired path that you wanted it to get it in. And this is a very much around a relationship that you've wanted, longed for. You're pining over this person. You see this little...
Oh boy, that looks like Natter. Yeah, I'm going to say his name because that's who it is. She's pining over Nads, has always pined over Nads. And I know, girl world, we don't want to say his name. We don't want to think his name. We don't want to manifest him. But that's the truth. That is the one she's always wanted. I mean, compare, please. Think about Crackhead Olympics. The way she was around Nads compared to the way she was around Salah. Can we even compare those two? Was she even half as obsessed or crazy over Salah as she was over Nads? I mean, she went in deep with Nads. And I feel this whole stupid situation of her being with Salah in the first place has to do with her trying to get back at Nads for not claiming her, and also in a stupid way try to get him back right before she left. Like, you better come get me. I'm about to run off with another man and give him everything that I gave you, and I'm going to make a channel for him and give him all kinds of money. You better run after me. And it didn't work. But because she carried on this whole thing on the world stage in front of people, she had to follow through, which led to 3 years of boring content and a whole lot of suffering and cost to her. And it has cost her a lot of health, a lot of money, a lot of everything. She just gave up a lot of things to pursue this thing with Salah, and it was not worth it. But all the while she was around Salah, she was longing for him. And she might be coming back to Canada thinking, we can talk and we can hang out and blah, blah, blah. Chantal, he doesn't want you. Nads doesn't want you, and he doesn't love you, and he will never be in love with you, and he'll never be in a relationship with you, and he will never love you. You want to know why? Oh, you don't know? Let me clue you in. Because he's a scammer too, just like you. And all scammers want stability of some kind. And he's got stability with Dee Dee. He's got a nice, stable nest. And he's not going to leave it unless there's something much better waiting elsewhere. And unfortunately, you can't provide that much better. And on top of that, your health is unstable. I'm sure he's going to take one look at you if he sees you and say to himself, anything could happen to her at any time. So I'm not going to leave my stable nest for something that's completely unstable. If you're coming back to Canada with your mind on Nads, your mind really should be on is fixing yourself. You need the most work there. Fixing yourself, not focusing on another dude.
Burdens looking down at these other two who are looking at each other longingly in love. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen here for you, honey. I would unexpect unexpect the expected, because things are not coming into you in the way you thought they were going to. All right. So next, now I want to take a look. There is this Queen of Cups around her. I am seeing this. This is not a good Queen of Cups, but I want to take a look kind of specifically at what's this person's real intentions with Foodie. This is someone that she is working with behind the scenes, in my opinion. Maybe someone who's been in the community, one of her supporters,
Oh, yeah.
and the such. And I'm just not here for it. For those who are like, well, who is this? Who is this Sunburst? There is this individual. Come on, you have no. We are focusing on you. You do not get to hide in the shadows. Thank you so much. There's this person,
I think I know who it is.
and I'm going to say, hey, there's multiple goddesses who have who can have the who are known to have like their three versions of themselves. One of them happens to, man, just look up Greek mythology. Who is the three-headed goddess in Greek mythology? And then just look at that person's daughter. Okay, that's how I'm gonna code it. If you know, you know. If you want to go look it up, you can go look it up. But who? I'm just gonna come out and say it in that way. So, what does this person have for Foodie? Yeah, what's their intentions with Foodie at the current moment? Seven of Wands. Uh, Again, this person, what are her intentions with Foodie? It's like, I want to see you fall. I want to see the dragons get you. This person does not want to see Foodie defend herself. I think this person wants to see Foodie fall on her swords, get eaten by the dragon above them. Why is this? Because you screwed up my way. You screwed up my perception online. With the world card here, this is like, I always see this as like a portal, a screen to another place, and now no one's looking at my portal or my screen or looking at me. Hold on one quick second. All right, just wanted to change up the lighting. So again, yeah, the world. You've screwed up my way of being perceived online, being perceived of how I'm going to be making money. This is someone who's like, I'm using the same old tactics that I've always done, and I'm just going to now use them on you. Because from financial influence here, this person's having to come out of the woodwork, do what they have to do, get uncomfortable. I think also that she wants Foodie to be uncomfortable. Hurt people, right? People who are on a low vibration want them to stay on a low vibration. Also, this person wants to expose things that they know about Foodie, and they're like encouraging Foodie to keep kind of essentially digging the hole deeper for them, because the hopes and fears here is like, ooh, I'm not going to be able to move forward. I'm not going to be able to make money. So what am I going to do? So it's like, there's a fine balance here of like, what's the intention? I want you to stop making money. Whoever this Okay. This daughter, really has it up for Foodie, it seems like. But
Sounds like a frenemy. That's what it sounds like to me. Somebody around Chantal that's a frenemy. Coming off as a friend, I like you, but deep down they're a frenemy.
isn't really saying that they have it out for Foodie, because the unseen obstacle here is there's a whole community of people who are going to not just like F up Chantal's shit, but are also going to F up this person's shit, or has already F'd up this person's shit. So they're just being a shit stir to be a shit stir. And you know what? If I can get all this negativity from Foodie, well, then maybe I can do something. Because again, negative attracts negative. The negative influence here, the Nine of Pentacles. Again, there is no money. Whoever this person is, she's like, I want you to fall on your sword. I'm not sure why. We can take a look into that. But with this 10 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, there's no money left. I don't know if this person was getting paid by Foodie previously. I'm hearing yes. And so now that the money isn't flowing to this person to do dirty work, she's like, well, you know what? I got all this stuff on you. So, you know what? I'm going to give you, since you aren't paying me in what you've promised me, I'm just going to make things difficult for you because you know what? I can. This is so interesting. Because the positive influence, this person's intention is like, we're going to hide this. We're going to hide things, but also things are going to come out. I think this person wants to bring them out rather than other people. Uh,
Ooh, so not only are they a frenemy, but they want to be on the front lines to expose the tea. Wow, Foodie. Look at the people you surround yourself with, people that you call friends. And if it's who I think it is, I have heard about this person. They're known for like using people up and throwing them away. So, if that's the case with this individual in the past with others, what makes you think you're any different, Chantal? Really, what makes you think you're any different? If they have a pattern for that, but wouldn't that just be irony? Because that's how you treat people, Chantal. You use people up and you throw them away. So wouldn't it just be kind of justice for someone to do that to you?
with the Judgment card reversed here, it's like, I want you to just keep things in, keep things in, keep things hidden. Don't let people know about certain people, places, and or things. However, she knows Foodie's about to go off. Because here in the past, what was her intention with Foodie? You were my prize pig. You
Oh,
were the person that my son set on. You gave me money. You gave me resources. You fed me. You were my land of milk and honey. This is who this person like saw Chantal as in the past. You were also my benefactor. You were my benefactor. Uh, Foodie gave this person a lot of money. And I mean money, I mean a lot of money, a lot of resources, not just in a like material sense, but in a energetic sense. And Foodie's unable to do that for her anymore. And here in the future, I'm breaking you up. This Queen of Cups, the daughter, one would say, her intentions with Foodie is, I want you broken up, but it's because of the energetic exchange rather than say a material, like materially, you screwed me over. Like you gave me a bad deal. However, energetically, this person wants to have a breakup with Foodie, but also wants Foodie to break up with other people. And you know what's really interesting? So I have a screensaver that is I didn't even realize this, but it changes every 24 hours, like my background. And my background is of like Greek mythology, um, or Roman mythology, because it's a picture of Venice. And I didn't realize that until I'm in the middle of this. And I'm like, it's showing all of the gods and the goddesses over this archway. And I'm like, okay, okay. So again, it's just giving me like, this is an arch. This person was a bridge. This is this three-headed goddess, because a three-headed goddess is also in this picture. And I'm just like, it's girl has no good intentions for Foodie, and essentially wants to see Foodie fall on her own swords because bad business deals. You aren't able to give me what you want. Well, screw you. So I don't know. Expect some maybe some information coming leaking from that person. But Foodie spirits like, don't trust that person. I don't know why you are, but you are. Don't trust that person. They do not have good intentions for you. All right. Next, I'm going to take a look into just what else is kind of going on in her energy when it comes to Foodie, her and things kind of going on. This is kind of like my health check deck. So, um, but we will see what else kind of pops up for Miss Foodie here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pull one card that's kind of signifying what is the big thing that we're kind of dealing with, and then we'll go um, into different things here. So what else do we have here? What's going on with Foodie right now? What else do we have she going through right now? Things are about to get exposed. She wants to go viral. She wants to be this big star. Well, here's her moment. She wants to be this big person up on top, have her name all over the world, have that viral moment. It's coming. But it's probably not coming in the way that she wants it, because here at the center of it, there's something about her relationship. I don't know which one this could be, but there's a relationship here that's about to be exposed, put on blast, put under a giant microscope. Two of Cups upright. Why is this? Because it's something that's coming up from the past. Past contracts, past agreements. These are things that we thought we had kind of laid to rest, but they're rearing their ugly head again. It's
Sounds like that marriage contract. It keeps coming up. It just won't go away. Sounds like the alleged marriage contract that never was.
about to get exposed in a huge, massive ass way. Because from a material sense here, the Ten of Swords, someone's about to backstab and betray her and let go some secrets, it feels like, about relationships, people, places, things. This is also a backstab and betrayal. Someone's like, you didn't give me my money. You didn't give me what I wanted. You didn't give me those resources that you promised. So because you aren't able to reach those or give me that, now everything starts coming out. You know how
Sounds like Salah's gonna squeal on her. He's gonna sing like a canary.
some people give like hush money? Well, Foodie's hush money just ran out. Because it's about to be Seven of Wands. It's about to be King of the Hill up in here. Things are about to get exposed. We are about to go viral. And now it's going to be not just from a reactor standpoint, but and just from a foodie verse standpoint. And it's now going to be who can get the most views, who can make the most money. This is going to be a sensation across YouTube, across news sites, over Facebook, other social media, Twitter. This will be making front page news in some places. I'm not sure what those details might all include, but it'll be a King of the Hill who can essentially exploit Foodie the most, just as she has been exploiting animals and her community and people and doxing for the longest. So the tables have the tables have turned, or the turns have tabled. But again, it's tabled, it's turning. Just as she has exploited others, people will now be exploiting her even more. And sure, her name will be out there, but she will be making none of the money.
Oh,
Because the unseen obstacle here is the Seven of Cups reversed, which is this.
I'm sorry. I gotta stop for a minute on that. I am laughing because that is funny. All the years that Chantal has wanted to go viral, she wanted to be a sensation. She wanted to go viral. She's tried for years to go viral, going on TikTok, finding all the trends, trying to copy all the trends, just trying to go viral. And if she goes viral, going viral for a reason that she's not going to be very happy with and she can't make money off of, chef's kiss. That's beautiful. I got a tear in my eye. It's so beautiful.
So in this Seven of Cups, typically you have multiple cups, right? In this one, you have the major big cup, and then you have all these smaller ones kind of down beneath. But you have this major, really, really big one. Seeing this reversed, this big ass cup of emotions, swelling, swelling. But there's something that has been bursting, bubbling, collecting in this cup of negativity, this jar of negativity, that is about to be unveiled, unleashed. This to me feels like, Foodie, you've been bottling shit up for the very longest of time, compartmentalizing different pieces. So it's like, I got anger over here about Salah. I have anger over here about Girl World. I have anger over here about this person. I have anger over here about anime. I have anger over here at the tarot readers. And it's all been kind of, we've kept it separate now so we don't blow up. But everything is now, it's like the barriers to all of that are crashing down, and everything just becomes too much. The well is now full. It is at capacity, and we now need to let it go. The pump is a going, and the stuff is going to start flying. Because from a negative influence here, the Two of Wands, this is what you manifested, honey.
Yeah.
Your manifestations, you wanted the world. You wanted this. This is what you wanted. This is how it's coming. You brought this manifestation to you. And this is what you're going to get. Maybe you're not happy with how it's coming, but you're going to be known all around the world. This is your manifestation that's come in.
You know, I'm hearing a song in my head right now. It's an old Stones song. You can't always get what you want, but if you try real hard, you get what you need. Foodie, you're not going to get what you want, but you are definitely going to get what you need. And if you're mad at the tarot readers, look, you can't get mad at us. I know you want to get mad at us because you're a narcissist, and narcissists are never wrong. They never make a bad choice. They never make a bad decision, even when they do. Even when they know they do, they're still not wrong. But did or did we not tell you to go home? Did we or did we not say, you're going home? Did we or did we not say, we know you're going home and it's going to be in a way where you're not happy? Did I or did I not say on my readings, you're going home, but you're going to do it kicking and screaming? And here we are. We warned you. We've been telling you, go home. Go home. We're giving you the information. We gave you the bowl of fruit. You decided to ignore the gift of knowledge that we were handing to you, the fruit. You turned your face away. I don't want it because you guys are offering it to me. You should have taken it. You can't get mad at us, Foodie. We gave you the insight. You've had, I don't know how many tarot readings done on you over the past few months. For free, girl. Didn't even have to pay for them. All that knowledge right there for the taking for free. Didn't even have to pay for the freaking readings. And you ignored them all. You let your arrogance drive the car. And like Icarus, you flew too close to the sun. The longer you spent in Kuwait, the more you got away with, the more bold you felt to keep going. And therefore you did. You kept going and kept going and kept going. And it led to all of this. And you can't look at Girl World or the tarot readers or anybody as they are to blame. They caused this to happen. There's no way that can be possible. We're not there with you, forcing you to do anything. You're Foodie Beauty. Nobody can force you to do nothing. What you did by your own hand, by your own choice, by your own will. Unfortunately, arrogance, defiance, addiction, those things are driving your will. And all of those things caused you to make bad choices and bad decisions. And you had to know at some point when the bill comes, you got to pay it. You got to pay the piper. And this might be your moment where that happens. And even if you ran away to Canada, it doesn't mean you got away with anything. Getting away with something means you stood still and you dealt with the consequences, and maybe they weren't that bad. Then you could say, I got away with something. It wasn't that bad. But running away from consequences does not mean you got away with stuff. Because just because the consequences haven't shown up yet doesn't mean they won't.
The positive influence here is the Ten of Pentacles upright. She will be getting money from this. People going to her channel, people clicking, videos being made. There will be an influx of people coming in. I've kind of been seeing this. I see old reactors coming back. I see there's going to be someone or some people here who have maybe not touched Foodie in a while, where they're coming back. This is going to be all hands on deck for people coming in, making money. Again, exploitation of Foodie's name, just as she has exploited others, she in herself will be exploited. And they will make more money than her, but she will still make some money.
I've already seen channels that normally don't cover Chantal covering her. I mean, this is huge. Word is getting around.
Her virality. Because here in the past, the Three of Cups, disharmony, disunion, three's a crowd. There's a massive cheating scandal, I believe, that will be coming out again. Uh, if you've watched any of my other videos, I've been seeing this for a while. I think Salah has a kid. He is dad, because here in the future, Queen of Wands, standing on top of her throne. Again, she's a very magical. She's been using magic, whether or not that's been good magic of the dark and the dank or of the light and the kind. She is going to be this spiritual person, Aries type of energy, that Queen of Wands upright. I'm going to be getting what I want, putting out my energy, doing all my spiritual stuff, yada, yada, yada. But this is going to get exposed. And this is what people will kind of go to her for now. I also see there's some adult fun time stuff. Again, this might be her with that Queen of Wands upright. It's like, I'm the handler of wands. She might have a very thriving career behind the scenes in adult fun time circles that is not going to get exposed. More people will go and want to pay for that content, because who doesn't want to see a hot, I don't even know why I said that, but who wouldn't want to see a fugitive? Ooh la la, that just gives people extra spice. Give me a bad girl. Ugh. But that's what I'm kind of seeing. Things are about to get exposed up to the world. This is what you wanted, Foodie. This is what you will be getting. All right. Next, I want to just take a look into, when it comes to all these legal things that are coming in for Miss Foodith Beautith, what is going on here? Because we all kind of see like the taking donations illegally and all of that. We've been seeing those, and now I want to take a look. Is there anything else that the Kuwaiti authorities would maybe actually get her for? Is that a possibility, or do they kind of just want to be, we're just going to do this, and then she just needs to get deported and out? But let's just see what else could they potentially get her for. I'm just going to do. Okay, so we have her for fraud. Okay, we already know that. They have her on fraud, defrauding donations, and the such. Okay, also there's ties
Ooh.
to organized crime. I think this might be coming from da, 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 da. Foodie. I have a question. What sort of PayPal interactions or transactions are there, and where are they coming from, and why do they seem like they're kind of coming from shady ass places? Also, what were you guys selling out of that apartment? What was being sold out of
Oh,
that apartment that they were in? Why does it feel like something was being sold out of that apartment that was being distributed to others, whether this was online or other places, but something was being sold out of that apartment more than just YouTube? Because there's a whole community, a neighborhood of people that were giving her money in an organized crime sense.
could it be party favors? Kind of sounds like party favors.
Because I swear to God, if this is what I think it is, I hope not. With the knife here and the hopes and the fears, and the blood on the floorboards, I am kind of, again, Harry the hamster, Harry the hamster, Harry the hamster, Harry the 1st, the 8th, the 7th, the 18th. I don't care. With that sacrificial knife, the knife there, yeah. Foodie, you better hope that you don't have to. They got something there. Unseen obstacles here. She's also got a shit ton of secrets. Um, the room with no doorknob. What's going on in the room with no doorknob? They have this, because this is a door, right? There's no doorknob, but there is a key. There's a key, right, to open it up, but there's no doorknob. What's going on with the room with no doorknob? I got so many questions. I mean, I've done readings on it, but the room with no doorknob is the unseen obstacle to everything going on around her. If they do a raid on that apartment, the room with no doorknob, puts her real bad. Also, she will be put behind bars in some way, whether we see that or not. Again, if she does leave, it will be because she is getting deported, not of her own volition at this point in time. What is helping her here is a couple. An older couple, it does seem like. It's not a young couple. It's an older couple that seems to be able to help, has plans,
That feels like her mom and stepdad.
doing things. Is this Mr. Shabib and his partner who are trying to, like, okay, we can go in, we can clean some stuff up, do XYZ, make sure things don't get done here. Because here as well, when I say there's allegations of cheating, there's allegations of cheating. We've got the jealousy here. Uh, what else can she get caught with? I think that there's stalking allegations that they can get her caught with. Uh, with this jealousy card, I think that there's also times where they have text messages, they have video evidence of her stalking people, of her being this jealous ex, this jealous person who's trying to find everyone. This is going to get painted in a very bad light for her. And then here in the future, what can they potentially get her for? This is the taking out of specific people, places, and or things. I can also see this as like a character.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. When I saw that top card, my first thought was character assassination.
Taking down her character. I'm just going to grab some clarifiers for each one of these cards and things kind of going on here. So yeah, this is all having to do old news here. So yeah, the fraud's old news here, y'all. Like that's not like that's not the main focus here because she is a part of some sort of organized crime factions. There are two sides to this whole thing that she's got going on. Also, with this, there's a pattern of behavior also with the spirit guardian as well. Here, excuse me. I actually want to read this card a little bit more. Again, there's something really old in this neighborhood or online with this being spirit guides, the pattern of behavior. Just as she was doing in Canada, she is doing now to make money. We've known that she's been doing the adult yum yum stuff, eating food on camera in excess for people. This is how she's been making her money. This is due to not just the fraud, but her making money and how she's been making money in not legal means online. Also, I get that's really weird. Who did she meet up with in person in Kuwait? Because there's something really weird in Kuwait where there was a client actually I think in the who was from Kuwait that she might have met up with once or twice. Can't talk about it, but she met up with them or once or twice. They paid for her food and they wanted to see her do haram things. It got them off. It did some really weird things. But there's someone who's actually in Kuwait that she went and saw, in my opinion, here. Whether this will actually be brought up or not, I'm hearing yes, but she saw someone and was doing that type of content for them, in my opinion here. Because the hopes and fears here with the family knows something. I don't know what this all is about, but the family knows something. I don't know if a kid saw something. I don't know if there was uh, yeah, I don't know if a kid saw something. I don't know if family members know something, but there is something to do here with the taking out of certain people, places, and or things. Again, Harry the hamster, someone knew about something here in this family. And it's like, this is for the family. Hopes and fears. Okay. What's going on with this secret room with no doorknob? Earth-shattering news here, honey. Whatever was going on in there it's earth-shattering. It's earth tremors. It's going to be heard around the world. Also do with priest and or religion. Okay, if you want to be doing your rituals of the dark and the dank, unholy officiant, yeah, no, nothing good was going on in that room with the door handle, no door handle. This will shake up Foodie's world. This because they'll get her for her shady money practices with imprisonment. But there is like another bombshell here in the room that they can get her on really, really bad. Her not practicing because what's going for her? Cult, groupthink, cult programming, mind rot. I think that there might be some things here of like, oh, she's just mentally unwell, mentally unstable, especially with like her, it's like her brain is kind of rotting out. I think she might actually have like a nervous breakdown, to be 100% honest. And like that's kind of what's going for her. It's like, we can't treat this. I think she might go into a panic. We're going to see her completely shut down. Okay, so then what else can we know here about this jealousy? Like five bunch of cards. Oh, wow. So we have upper crust pedigree, noble heritage. There's people up top that have information on this, but then we have all these red cards. So red and magic is all about, it's about fire, a lot of passion, a lot of anger as well. Not shocked with all of the jealousy down here, but you benefactor or investor, there's someone up here at the top that is going to is helping, it seems like, in the situation, not on her behalf but on others behalves, because you have many people. This is a pack attack. Many people were coming after her. This seems like it was a more of a concerted effort to get her out of Kuwait rather than just say, oh, just this little slip of the thing here. There's also, again, mental health, divine or bad timing. She's going. She has to go. It's like everything was kind of put into place at the exact right time to essentially put it all together. And then here, yeah, uh, throttle, threatening here in the future. Once Foodie, I believe, gets out of Kuwait, because I do believe that she will be going back to Canada, somewhere where she can get a home base. She will start issuing threats. She's going to start issuing things, speaking about certain people, places, and or things that could get her brought back to Kuwait, due to the nature of it, the threats of the character, assassinations, as one would say, as well. So again,
Sounds like Foodie's about to dig the hole deeper. She just because she's not going to keep her mouth shut. She can't keep her mouth shut for long. Especially when she gets mad, she just has to keep going. She just dig that hole deeper, Foodie.
and then, oh gosh, this was at the bottom of the deck, sorry. And then at the bottom of the deck was fleeing. Reverse, she cannot leave. She can't leave. She's unable to. If she thought she was going to be able to get out, and go to Canada or wherever she was planning on going, she's unable to. She's not able to leave in the way that she would like. She's not going to get away from these charges. She will have to face fines, penalties, or the such. In my opinion, she's got a lot of stuff that could come down on her, rather or not, if they will. So again, what I'm going to take a look at here a little bit more, where the heck is that card? We're going to take a look at this room with no door handle. I've done it before, but I want to take a look at it again because I'm a sucker for punishment. But for those who haven't watched that video, or it might be hard to find, let's just do this. What's going on with the room with no door handle? Where is that deck? Let's just grab it. What's going on with the room with no door handle? Because she's turning into a little bit of a biatch. She's got so much stuff that Kuwait could have on her. But what's going on with the room with no door handle? I hadn't even realized this card didn't have a door handle. I was always looking at secrets. Like, no, this card is a door with no door handle. What's going on in this place? King of Pentacles. This is where I make my money. This is where I make my money, where I hoard my money, where I hoard my resources, and the such. However, with the Eight of Wands reversed here, this is also where she feels like she can actually be herself, and she's not a scattered version of herself. So what I get here, King of Pentacles, this is where I make my money and where I can truly be who I am. I get, it's like, I don't need to put on certain clothing. I don't need to, I can act how I want to act. I don't need to splinter myself off into a bunch of different pieces with the Eight of Wands, but we also get to be, I get to just be who I truly am. And I do want to look something up here really quick. Just because something's nagging me. Okay. So looking here again with this King of Pentacles, I wanted to look up the reverse meaning of the Eight of Wands in this specific deck. And it's giving me that's like, oh, things need to come to a swift end so you can start anew somewhere else. What was going on in this room? Uh, it's something that she had done before, but now it's had to stop because I got to go do something else. Because up here, from a financial influence, your hard work didn't pay off. This was her room where she did a lot of her work. Pentacle cards, changing cards, and the such. This is for me again. Holy shit. Uh, this place does not want me talking about it, but she worked really hard on this room. I see she's got drawings, she's got paintings. This is like the circle in the background. We got that unholy officiant stuff. This is where she does a lot of her magic work. If you don't believe me, that's fine. I really don't mind. But this is black magic, unholy magic, things that she's been working on that she can no longer work on anymore. This is using uh, people who like to have sex. This is like sex magic. This is black magic. This is sacrificial magic. This is like a blood bank as well. This is where she holds everything. This is where she does everything. She wants to do all this stuff with her adult fun time clients. That's where this is done. This where she wants to do all of her black magic stuff. This is where it's done. It's all not working though, because hopes and fears here. This is about to be exposed. It's about the end of this room, what it represented, and what all it's doing. Because someone is going down. You have all these swords coming in through the front chest, and it's like, I see that this is going to be a backstab and betrayal. I don't know there's if like certain devices have been seized from Foodie. I'm hearing yes. And once people start digging into those certain devices, whether this is a phone, she has a tablet over there, the gaming computer, or the such, there's videos, there is she has a terabyte drive. I don't know why I'm seeing this, but she has one of those drives that you can plug in, and it's got videos, it's got blackmail, it's her file, it's her blackmail file that
Ooh.
she has. And someone either has that or it's been given over to authorities, or
Uh-oh.
someone has it that could give it to authorities. And if people, it's like, don't go looking there, don't go looking there, don't go looking there, because that also has evidence of stuff being done here in the room. Because the unseen obstacle here, you made a shit ton of money there. This is where she made it's all money. This is her workroom where she did her clients' work, where she did all of her whack ass stuff. Uh, Where's it go? Because we also have here with the Seven of Swords, you can't get away with this anymore. That's the negative influence. Whatever was being done in that room, cannot get away from it anymore. However, also weird. What's going for her? Again, there's a safe. It's like a safety. It's locked under lock and key. No one could get in there. It's like a vault. What more vaults? What is this? I'm gonna grab a clarifier for that, because here in the past, yeah, I was doing sneaky and shady, doing my shady shenanigans, and here in the future, this is coming to light. This is going to be brought to the world. Whatever was being done in this room, what was done in the dark, will come to the light. I'm gonna grab a clarifier just for this Four of Pentacles, but this is secret information. It is going to be released because yeah, scars, injuries, disfigure with the Four of Pentacles. With that being a coffin. There's bodies. There's bodies. That's what I'm going to just say. There's bodies. There's bodies in there. There's things that are disfigured. Anything else, spirit, that you want to put in with that? Yep, you got caught. You got caught. You got caught with your pants down, ma'am. There's bodies. I don't know what it is. I actually want to cry and start throwing up. Uh, but yeah, there's bodies. I'm just gonna leave it at that. That's what's in that freaking room and is gonna be exposed. This will be a major story all over Kuwait. You can't stop it. There will be rumors. There's a full investigation. And honestly, if she's able to get out of Kuwait, I would be shocked. But I do believe she will, just due to her health. I think, how is she getting out? How the hell does this woman get out of Kuwait? I want to see how in the hell does she end up getting out of Kuwait? I'm sorry, how? Because I'm seeing her get out of Kuwait. I don't know how she's doing it, especially with all this stuff. But
You guys didn't watch my reacts. I have said in my reacts that I think that what doesn't work for Foodie personally might work in her favor as far as the circumstance with her getting in trouble. She's in really bad health. And maybe Kuwait, if they look at her and see that she's in really bad health and that she's going to be a tremendous expense to take care of and put in jail, they might say just on that basis, well, it'd be cheaper just to let her go home. We'll still fine her a bunch of money, but we don't want to take care of this 500-pound woman who's extremely ill that's going to cost us thousands a month. It may be cheaper just to send her home, let her go home.
how the heck is she getting out of Kuwait? I'm dead serious. How in the heck does this woman get out of Kuwait, considering all these things that are about to get exposed about her, and the things that are going on? Because there's bodies. How in the hell does she get out of Kuwait? Money talks. Uh, I think a lot of this is going to be just fines. It's going to be money talks. So also, there's higher up powers that don't want to deal with her. They want to just get her away. Money talks. People just want her gone rather than having to deal with her. Uh, why is this? Because again, she is stealing something. Uh, Honestly, how I think she gets out of Kuwait is it's going to be a battle between Canada and Kuwait of who's going to deal with her, because she's got something to do in Canada. But here's the thing: in Canada, she's able to walk and do different things. In Kuwait, she's going to be in a cell. Money is talking. Just pay the things, get the heck out. But you've been stealing something here, honey. Again, also, there's a governmental entity, whether this is Canada or Kuwait, that's like, just get the F out. Money talks. Get the F out. I don't know how much money she's going to need to owe the Kuwaiti authorities, but it's like, you pay, you're gone. That's how it's done. They do not want to deal with her. Also, they're very much afraid of death's door. I do not think they want to deal with that body. They do not want to deal with her and the health conditions that she is going to be in. That Four of Swords, it's like, you're damn near death here, honey. They do not want to deal with it. Because the unseen obstacle here is the star. Again, they are uncovering things about her that it's like, it's going to be very hard to keep underground, under wraps, not exposed, because anything that's talked about this, she's going to be an international star. I am seeing this. So anything that they uncover, it's going to be exposed, and maybe that's what they're thinking of. Like, hey, she pays. We put this stuff out there. She'll never come back. She's going to be ruined. We don't need to do it for her. It'll be done. She'll do it to herself. Because again, she's been doing dark and dank rituals. I keep seeing this dark and dank ritual. Dark and dank rituals, the devil card. As you see, there's stuff running down the devil's arms and these people's mouths. This is rituals. This is black magic, in my opinion. Here, they just want her out because it's like, she's damn lucky to get out, but it's gonna be it's just money talks. It seems like, because like they're the positive influence here. It's like, yeah, you did things in a bubble. Uh, they kind of just want to put her in her tower, put her away, get her out of here, be alone. Just don't be here. Don't engage with us. Because here in the past, she's again this Queen of Wands, this spiritual person, gonna do what I can. I'm going to hold the power. I do full moon rituals to do what I want. And here in the future, though, everything that she's going to be trying is going to turn to shit. With the Seven of Pentacles reversed, it's definitely giving me like, you try to plant this seed, it's not going to work. You try to do this, it's not going to work. You try to do that, it's not going to work. Like, her winning era is over. And I'm just going to grab the reversed meaning of that Seven of Pentacles really quick. So, you must reconsider your expectations for this project. Your rewards will not be equal to your efforts, and you must decide whether you can invest even more of yourself into this project or whether you must let it go. And that's her in the future. It's like, are you going to keep trying to fight for all this stuff for Miss Foodie and all this legal stuff, or is it just easier to let her go? How is she getting back to camp? How is she getting out of Kuwait? It's just easier for them to let it go, because the deeper they go down that rabbit hole, the more disturbed the community, the more disturbed. Uh, Kuwait would rather bury this than expose this, because this isn't a money pit. This is a moral corruptness pit that no one wants to investigate. This goes a lot deeper. Things that Foodie's been doing goes a lot deeper than just YouTube stuff, in my opinion here. All alleged for entertainment purposes only. So, if y'all are interested to check out any of my other videos on these topics, feel free. I have an entire playlist. You can go through and check that out. I'll have that linked here at the end. Otherwise, if you would like to engage with this video, let me know your own thoughts, opinions down below through the comments, or if you want to like this video, or subscribe for more content. And the such. I like to go live sometimes as well. So thank you so very much for watching. I hope you all have a great day or night, afternoon, whenever you're watching. And I hope to see you all in more videos here in the future. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Sunburst Tarot, for doing that wonderful reading on Foodie. Really appreciate it. I hope you guys have enjoyed the tarot react. I'm going to go ahead and post it to YouTube. So if you like this reading, check out Sunburst Tarot. Sub up to her channel, give her a like, give her a sub, because she sometimes goes live and does tarot readings. Also, you can sub up to my channel and sub up and give a like and leave a comment. We'll really appreciate that. So everybody have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye now.